Good morning, children. I said this morning it was Saturday, and it isn't Saturday, but it is. Story time, shake, shake, story time, shake, 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 story time, story time, story time. Shake, 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 story time. Now, today's story. It's all continuing our poetry sessions. Now, do you remember this morning? We talked about, what animals did we discuss this morning? Porcupine. What other animals did we discuss? An anteater. Now, let's see what other dirty beasts we've got to read about today. Now, don't worry if you're not watching this live, because it's going straight onto YouTube afterwards. So, this is a good one we've got today. A couple of good ones. Oh my stars. I'll tell you what we'll do. Maybe we'll read that one in its entirety. We nearly finished this. Okay, this is what we'll do. We're going to read one about a lovely farmyard animal. Now, we all know the farmyard animals. We know the sheep. We know the pig. We've spoken about a pig on here before, haven't we? We know the ostrich. But do we know our old friend, the cow? Now look, there's something different about that cow. Can you see what it is? Something different about it, isn't there? Something I can't quite put my finger on. Something very different about that cow. So before we have our lovely poetry, let's put on our listening ears, okay? Hold out your hand, give your fingers a wiggle. These are our listening ears, and clamp them on the side of your head. Screw them on tight, tight, tight. Now open them up. Now we can hear everything about our friend, the cow. Please listen while I tell you now about a most fantastic cow. Miss Milky Daisy was her name, and when aged 7 months she came to live with us, she did her best. She took to look the same as all the rest. But Daisy, as we all could see, had some kind of deformity. A funny sort of bumpy lump on either side above the rump. Now, not so very long ago, these bumpy lumps began to grow. And 3 or maybe 4 months later, I stood there, an enthralled spectator. These bumpy lumps burst wide apart, and out there came, I cross my heart, of all the wondrous, marvellous things, a pair of gold and silver wings. A cow with wings? A flying cow? I'd never seen one up to now. Oh, Daisy dear, can this be true? She flapped her wings and up she flew most gracefully. She climbed up high. She fairly whizzed across the sky. You should have seen her dive and swoop. She even did a loop-the-loop. Of course, almost immediately, her picture was on live TV. And millions came each day to stare at Milky Daisy in the air. They shouted, "Jeepers creepers, wow, it really is a flying cow." They laughed and clapped and cheered and waved, and all of them were well behaved. Except for one quite horrid man who travelled from Afghanistan. This fellow, standing in the crowd, raised up his voice and yelled aloud, "That silly cow! Hey, listen, Daisy, I think you're absolutely crazy." Unfortunately, Daisy heard quite clearly every single word. "By gosh," she cried, "what awful cheek! Who is this silly, silly freak?" She dived, and using all her power, she got to 60 miles an hour. "Bomb's gone," she cried. "Take that," she said, and dropped a cowpat on his head. Oh my goodness. Oh, Daisy. Oh, Daisy. Oh, Daisy, what a silly sausage. Now, we're going to save that one till tomorrow. But I think now we can read The Tommy Beast. You see this fella here? What's he all about then? Oh, he looks like he's enjoying a lovely old meal, doesn't he? Let's listen to The Tommy Beast and then we'll do some singing. One afternoon, I said to Mummy, "Who is this person in my tummy? He must be very small and thin, or how could he have gotten in?" My mother said from where she sat, "It isn't nice to talk like that." "It's true," I cried. "I swear it, Mummy. There is a person in my tummy. He talks to me at night, in bed. He's always asking to be fed. Throughout the day, he screams at me, demanding sugar buns for tea. He tells me it is not a sin to go and raid the biscuit tin. I know quite well it's awfully wrong to guzzle food the whole day long. But really, I can't help it, Mummy. Now this person in my tummy..." "You horrid child," my mother cried. "Admit it right away. You've lied. You're simply trying to produce a silly, asinine excuse. You are the greedy, guzzling brat, and that is why you're always fat." I tried once more. "Believe me, Mummy, there is a person in my tummy." "I've had enough," my mother said. "You better go at once to bed." Just then, a nicely timed event delivered me from my punishment. Deep in my tummy something stirred, and then an awful noise was heard, a snorting, grumbling, grunting sound that made my tummy jump around. My darling mother nearly died. "My goodness, what was that?" she cried. At once the tummy voice came through. It shouted, "Hey there, listen you. I'm getting hungry. I want eats. I want lots of chocks and sweets. Get me half a pound of nuts. Look snappy or I'll twist your guts." "That's him," I cried. "He's in my tummy. So now do you believe me, Mummy?" But Mummy answered nothing more, for she had fainted on the floor. There was a Tommy Beast, wasn't there? Oh, dearie me. Oh, poor Mama. Oh, dearie me. So, there's our poetry. Now, I'll tell you what we could do. There's a real lovely big poem for tomorrow. Oh, it looks amazing. It's all about... I'm going to save it for tomorrow. We're going to do our final poetry session tomorrow. Then we'll get back to our stories. Poetry time. That's what we're doing. Now, seeing as we're talking about dirty beasts, let's sing about a farm. Are we ready? Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a toad, E-I-E-I-O. With a rip, rip here and a rip, rip there. Here a ribbit, every bear, ribbit, ribbit. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Next one. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a porcupine, E-I-E-I-O. With a prickle, prickle here, a prickle, prickle there. Here a prickle, there a prickle, everywhere a prickle, prickle. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Next one. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo-moo here, a moo-moo McDonalding. Very, very nice. Let's all be clocks. Are we ready? Song about a mouse. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, a tick, a tock, a tick, a tock, a tick, a tock. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, a tick, a tock, a tick, tock, a tick, a tock, a tick, a tock, a tick, a tock, a tick, a tock, a tick, tock. Horsey, horsey, don't you stop. Just let your hooves go clippity-clop. Your tail goes swish and your wheels go round. Giddy up, we're homeward bound. Horsey, horsey, don't you stop. Just let your hooves go clippity-clop. Your tail goes swish, your wheels go round. Giddy up, we're homeward bound. Very good. Now, how about a crocodile song? Oh, never smile at a crocodile. No, you can't get friendly with the crocodile. Don't be taken in by his welcome grin. He's imagining how well you fit within his skin. Never smile at a crocodile. Never cross the road and stop to walk a while. Never run, walk away. Say goodnight, not good day. Run a mile and never smile at Mr. Crocodile. Are we ready once more? Never smile at a crocodile. No, you can't get friendly with the crocodile. Won't be taken in by his welcome grin. He's imagining how well you'd fit within his skin. Never smile at a crocodile. Never cross the road and stop to talk a while. Never run, walk away, say goodnight, a good day. Run a mile and never smile at Mr. Crocodile. Never smile at a crocodile. Do you know why? It's already in the song. That's all you need to do. Little speckled frogs. One little speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious grubs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool, and there were 4 green speckled frogs. Yum, yum. 4 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious grubs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool, and there were 3 green speckled frogs. Yum, yum. 3 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious grubs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where speckled frogs. Two little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and warm, and there was one green speckled frog. One little speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool, and there were no green speckled frogs. Yum, 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 yum. Delicious grubs, weren't they? I could eat them all day. Delicious. Delicious. Now. Are we ready? The wheels on the bus go round and round, around and round, around and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. The wipers on the bus go whoosh, 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 whoosh. The wipers on the bus go whoosh, 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 all day long. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 a beep, 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 a beep, beep, beep. The horn on the bus goes a beep, 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 all day long. The babies on the bus go wee, 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 wee. The babies on the bus go wee, 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 all day long, long, long. The pigs on the bus go oink, 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 oink. The pigs on the bus go all day long. The snappy crocodiles on the bus go snap, 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 snap. The snappy crocodiles on the bus go snap, 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 all day long. The mermaids on the bus go splish, 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 a splish, 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 splish. The mermaids on the bus go splish, 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 all day long. The dinosaurs on the bus go stomp, 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 stompity, stompity, stomp. The dinosaurs on the bus go stomp, 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 all day long. The dragons on the bus go rah, 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 rah. Roaring dragons! The dragons on the bus go rah, 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 all day long. What about the kangaroos on the bus go boing, 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 boing. The kangaroos on the bus go boing, 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 all day long. Cheeky monkeys on the bus go jumping on the bed, jumping on the bed, jumping on the bed. The cheeky monkeys on the bus go jumping on the bed all day long. The sleeping bunnies on the bus go hop, 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 hop. The sleeping bunnies on the bus go hop, 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 all day long. The slithery snakes on the bus go hiss, hiss, hiss. Slithery snakes on the bus go hiss all day long. The tiny mice on the bus go squeak, 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 squeak. The tiny mice on the bus go squeak, 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 all day long. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. Very good. Well done, everybody. Excellent wheels on the busing. Now, let's do some marching. Are you ready? Stand up nice and tall, soldiers, nice and tall. Here we go, marching ready. Oh, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. When they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Oh, the quick march. A grand Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. When they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, halt. Very good, soldiers. Excellent marching. Very good marching. Now, we've done some marching. Let's do some turtle bathing. I had a little turtle. His name was Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water. He ate up all the soap. And now he's fast asleep with a bubble in his throat. That was a good bubble. Let's do it again. An even bigger bubble this time. I had a little turtle. His name was Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water. He ate up all the soap. And now he's fast asleep with a bubble in his throat. So my eyebrows are still on. Yeah, that was a scary bubble. All right. Cheeky monkeys. Are we ready? 5 cheeky monkeys jumping on a bed. One fell off and I bumped his head. A mummy phoned the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 4 cheeky monkeys jumping on a bed. One fell off and I bumped her head. A mummy phoned the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 3 cheeky monkeys jumping on a bed. One fell off and I bumped his head. A mummy phoned the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 2 cheeky monkeys jumping on a bed. One fell off and bumped his head. A mummy phoned the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 1 cheeky monkey jumping on a bed. He fell off and bumped his head. A mummy phoned the doctor and the doctor said, put these monkeys back into the bed. Excellent monkeying. People say we monkey around. I'm too busy singing to put anybody down. Just try to be friendly. Come on, watch me sing and play. You're the young generation. You've got something to say. Tell you what we'll do. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Hokey cokey, hokey dokey. How we go? You put your favorite arm in, favorite arm out, in, out, in, out. out, shake your arm about. You do the hokey cokey, you turn around. That's what it's all about. Are we ready now? Whoa, hokey cokey. Whoa, hokey cokey. Whoa, hokey cokey. A knees bent, arms stretched. Rah, rah, rah. You put your favorite leg in, favorite leg out. In, out, shake that leg about. Do the hokey cokey and turn around, cause that's what it's all about. Are we ready now? Whoa, hokey cokey. Whoa, hokey cokey. Whoa, hokey cokey. A knees bent, arms stretched. Whole self, put your whole self in, your whole self out. In, out, you shake yourself about. You do the hokey cokey and you turn around, cause that's what it's all about. Are we ready now? Ooh, hokey cokey. Ooh, hokey cokey. And knees bent, arms stretched. Rah, rah, rah. Beautiful. Well done. Okay. Just gotta go by, hands ready. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow at 10. Alright. Here you go by, hands ready. It's time to say goodbye, everyone. It's time to go. Goodbye, everyone. It's time to go. Goodbye, everyone. It's time to go. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. See you next time, tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Bye-bye.